And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at a game called the Heroes of Kaskaria. This is from HABA, who is one of the best kid game companies on the planet. This is a game in which you are racing up the side of a cliff, either using a scaled griffin or riding a cliff runner, both of which I think kids are going to think it's fun, cool artwork. It's a hand management game for kids as you try to collect gold. Yeah, let's see how it plays. In this game, the goal is to get the most gold nuggets, and you're doing this by racing. Each player has a scaled griffin of their color and a cliff runner, and these are both running to the top trying to get this amulet at the top. So players are going to do that by using cards. So they're going to have a handful of cards. Each player is going to start the game with 5 cards in their hand, and on your turn you can either draw a card and add it to your hand from the pile, or you can take one from the top of the deck. You do have a limit of 10 cards in your hand, or you can play a set of cards. When you play a set of cards, you have to have at least 2 cards of that color. You play it and do everything in that set. This one here, take a gold nugget, easy enough. This one here, draw 2 cards, which I can take from here or from this pile here. If you play these, you're going to move the cliff runner. So I take whatever color my cliff runner is. Doesn't matter. These colors don't match the player colors. So let me move him 2. And if I play the cards with the griffin, the scaled griffin on them, I can move that one up 1. When one of these gets to the top, the game is over. That person is going to get this amulet. They are also going to get 2 gold for getting that amulet. And then whoever's the farthest up on each side is going to get 7 gold nuggets. Second place gets 4. Third place gets 1. As shown on the board here, ties are friendly. So if these guys are both the farthest up, they would both get 7 gold each. You can also play a variant where if you play 2 of the cliff runner cards together, instead of going 2, you would go 3. And if you play 2 gold nugget cards together of the same color, instead of getting 2 gold nuggets, you would get 5. Anyway, players will then total up their gold nuggets, and whoever has the most is the winner. The game is beautiful. My only complaint about components would be that these gold nuggets are a little smaller. They're kind of easy to drop, but the card artwork and just a variety of colors is very cool. Kids are going to like drawing the cards. I mean, it's pretty easy for kids, right? Okay, I have some orange cards, so I should take another orange card. Because when you draw a card, you're going to draw a card a lot in this game. That's one action. Playing cards is one action. So the fewer times you play cards, the more actions you get. And so you teach kids to build up a hand of cards, and then they can play them all at once. At the same time, you don't want to delay too long or you can lose. I mean, there's only 4 cards. Draw cards, get gold nuggets, move the cliff runner, move the scaled griffin. Easy. Now, I highly recommend that you play with the advanced rules where the 2 cliff runners moves at 2 and the 2 gold nugget cards gives you 5, because that encourages kids to kind of like hold cards in their hand. There's also a card in the game here when this one is drawn. All the cards are shuffled back in the deck from the discard pile and draw pile. So if you're like, oh, I really needed more blue cards, they might show up. It's good. I mean, it's lucky, right? It almost has a Harry Potter feel to it. It's almost a precursor to Lost Cities. And it's not that complex of a game, but for kids, wow, does it work really well. I was very impressed. My kids really enjoyed this. And again, I saw them learning skills like, okay, I should take a card, and I have 2 of these light purple cards in my hand, but I shouldn't play them yet. I should wait for 1 more, then play it. I like that. Or, well, I would wait for more, but someone's about to get to the top, so I should play these. Now, I will tell you that the first person to get to the top has won like 90% of the games. Well, I don't know how many games we played, but I mean, a lot of the games, that first person top is going to win because they're going to get one of the side 7. They're going to get the +2. It doesn't guarantee winning, and especially doesn't guarantee winning when you play with the advanced rules where 2 gold nuggets can give you 5. That's a pretty big deal. And so that's another reason why I think you should play with the advanced rules. I like that the ties are friendly. All the kids will have a lot of fun. Someone is probably going to decisively win. But it's a game that when it's done, you can be like, hey, let's shuffle it and play it again. HABA makes some excellent kids games, and this certainly is one of the best. It's a fun, magical theme, but also good gameplay that teaches kids to make wise decisions. Dice Tower Judgment, excellent.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.